Hello friends, time traveling, is it even possible? According to the ancient wisdom of Kabbalah and its main text, the Zohar, it is actually a real reality. Maybe we didn't find the actual physical technology to go back in time, back to the future, but according to the secrets that I'm about to reveal and share with you, our soul can actually travel back in time, make some changes, maybe different decisions, maybe different behavior, and back to the future, changing some stuff in our past and therefore creating new future, changing our destiny. So how actually can we travel back in time? I want to remind you that the main tool that we have, it's actually our consciousness. And the Zohar is saying that every Rosh Hashanah, that will be the 2 first days of Libra on the Hebrew calendar, every Rosh Hashanah, the universe is going back, the entire creation is going back to the first Wednesday ever. I would like to read it directly from the Zohar, and of course I will translate. בכל ראש השנה חוזר העולם לקדמותו, כמו שהיה ביום ד' במעשה בראשית. Reality, creation, is going back to the first Wednesday ever. What does it mean for us? When we read the biblical story of creation, it tells us about the first Wednesday and the creation of the sun and the moon. But what is the secret of that? Is it really about the physical sun and the physical moon? The Zohar reveals the secret that the sun is a metaphor or a code for the spiritual reality, for the actual energy of the Creator, which is above the limitations of time, space, and motion. The moon is a metaphor or a code for our actual physical reality, where time, space, and motion put some limitations on us. So when he talks about going back to the first Wednesday ever, we're talking about going back in our soul level, in our consciousness, to a reality where the limitations of time, space, and motion does not exist. In a reality where the limitations of time and space, motion, don't exist, of course it will give us the ability to go back in time and to undo some mistakes or to undo some decisions that eventually led us into some negative consequences. In the month of Virgo, as we step into the actual day of Rosh Hashanah, the universe becomes like a huge time capsule, a huge time machine. Specifically in the 2 days of Rosh Hashanah, as we use the shofar, the ram horn, it gives us the opportunity to go back in time, to meditate, and to change our destiny as we going back in time and we think about some negative patterns that we have, negative behavior, some addictions maybe, and as we think and meditate while we're listening to the shofar, we can actually travel back in time and create a better future, back to the future. So the meditation will be V'idbaka ben Turei Rama'ei, penetrating, breaking through the high mountains. It means taking us to reality above the limitations of time traveling, changing our destiny. V'idbaka ben Turei Rama'ei. You will see it also on the screen. A sound reverberates, adorned above in Binah. It rises through firmaments to be cleft between the high mountains. סדרה קדמאה קלה נפיק ומתעתר לאלה, סליק רקיעין והדבקה בין טורי רמאי. Now that we understand that time traveling is an actual possibility, our soul can travel in time, in the real reality, which is much more important than the physical reality. Our soul can travel and undo some past mistakes. What the Zohar is saying now, it's another secret I want to share with you that is very powerful. I will read and explain. כך אמר קודשה בריחו, בניי לה תתחלון. The Creator is telling us, fear not. Fear not. Drop your fears. We need to come to Rosh Hashanah without fears and with absolute certainty. But under one condition. When we do understand the following. Ha'anakaim al pitcha. The Creator is telling us, I'm standing by the door to stop any kind of chaos and judgment coming into your lives. Banai la titchalun. Don't be afraid. Ha'anakaim al pitcha. I'm standing at the door and blocking any chaos. But izdarezu behayoma. But you need to be fast. You need to be kind of even a little bit zealous. With what? With what? Vehavu li chela. The Creator is telling us, be fast, be a little bit zealous, a little bit powerful, not a little bit, a lot powerful, and havu li chela. Give me strength. Give me strength. God Almighty, the Creator, doesn't need really strength from us. So why does He say, give me strength? Give me strength. It's the Creator, the light that you want to have in your lives. So the Creator is telling us, I can be revealed in your life. This light, those blessings, physical and spiritual, can be available in your life, coming from me, God, only as much as you give me strength. You will see it on the screen, and also I will read it for you. Give me strength. Havu li chela. The Creator and light presence in our lives will be only as much as we give our strength into this process. Uvameh bashofar. Again, as we meditate, when we hear the blows of the shofar. Havu li chela. Izdarezu behayoma vehavu li chela. Give me strength. Let's read it together from the Zohar. My children, do not be afraid of the judgment of the left column, for I stand by the door to detain the judgment from coming out. Cheer up on this day and give me strength. With what? With the shofar. כך אמר קודשה בריחו לישראל, בניי לה תתחלון, הענקאים על פתחה, אבל הזדרזו בהיומה ואהבו לי חילה, ובמה? בשופר. So those are very, very powerful meditations. The time traveling, baka ben turei ramai, penetrating through the high mountains. Even if it's mountains of limitations, we can break through in Rosh Hashanah. And the second one, Havu li chela. Give me strength. If you like it, please do the like there so YouTube send it to more people. Hit the bell icon immediately after you subscribe so you can get notifications. I love to hear some remarks in the comments section down there. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.